Welcome back, one and all, to Persona 5. I am the Dark Seraph. Last time, we celebrated Thieves' Den Updated. Let's take a look at that.
Hey! Hey!
All right.
Yeah, I know the place pretty well. Learned, okay.
Make sure you close up.
Hey, hey!
And back to the Velvet Room.
First off, I'd like to begin by congratulating you.
To think our master would give words of praise. You better treasure this moment, inmate!
So
You have
hostile.
encountered allies who share your ideals, and you have found your place in reality. The time has come. Your rehabilitation will soon begin.
I still don't understand what you mean by that.
Just shut up and listen, inmate!
Must you be so
You
hostile?
have special potential. However, that must be refined into a useful power. It is weak now, but refining it shall grant you the strength to stand against the coming ruin. That is the rehabilitation cast upon you.
Coming ruin?
There are various means by which you may gain the power to resist the ruin. Fighting shadows and gaining experience is one way.
Very
The
effective
fusion
way.
process I taught you prior is another.
Also very
This
effective.
is all possible because of our master's guidance, inmate. Though it may be presumptuous of us, we have words of wisdom as well. When you're out in reality, you better hone your relationships with those you have contracts with.
In other
Spending
words,
time with
be
those
nice to
people
your
will
friends.
lead to the cultivation of your relationships with them. If you've got time to waste, you'd better visit your contractors, inmate. That is another source of power to evade the ruin that our master has mentioned.
Thanks to the contracts you formed, your heart is steadily gaining the power of opposition. It seems the rehabilitation is going well. This is a truly joyous occasion. I shall grant you an ability befitting of your newfound growth. Consider it a gift. May the devotion to your rehabilitation grow even deeper. I have high hopes for you.
And now I can have more personas in Slock. Slock? Slock. And yeah, it's more stock in my... I have... I can hold more masks.
All right.
The time has come. And don't forget to go talk to your contractors, inmate.
In other words, if you got time to kill, spend time with your friends. Friday.
Have you heard?
Yeah, that's a good way to get some guts up.
Wow!
Also, loitering in the diner is a good way to build guts. Although I'm gonna tell you right now, they probably don't care.
Like you heard last week, gym class is canceled today. Instead, I'm supposed to give you some guidance. The gist is, don't
Well, you don't
go
sound too
around
happy
talking about
about
the
it.
incident. That's all. The police are still investigating Mr. Kamoshida, so I can't say anything myself. As a teacher, though, I'm ashamed for not having noticed that a student was suffering like that. I'm not defending him, but as a colleague, he just seemed like, well, a normal person. Honestly, it still doesn't feel real. I guess people can have multiple sides to them.
The teachers have it rough, huh?
Oh yeah, I just remembered something I learned about psychology. They say that humans have several different personalities hidden in their subconscious.
Different personalities?
Oh, to be clear, I'm not talking about multiple personality disorder. These different personalities can be a different gender or a different age from you. I mean, if you think about how gods and monsters and myths were first based on the human image, if you actually saw one of those personalities with your own eyes, it might look like a monster. You all seem more alert than usual. Did I finally talk about something that interests you? Well, I'm just saying what I've heard. It feels like I just now understood what I learned long ago.
Still oblivious.
It ain't much, but we've been getting more postings on the Phantom Aficionado website. I want to make my friend apologize for not returning the stuff I lent him. Deal with that yourself.
Hey, those girls.
You know that Phantom Thieves rumor about stealing Kamoshida's heart? I wonder if it's true.
It's gotta be made up. Do you seriously believe they exist?
But look what happened to Kamoshida.
He probably just couldn't keep hiding it after that girl tried to kill herself.
Yeah, you might be right. I guess there's no way they really exist.
Most importantly, it seriously sucks that our school is gonna be known for stuff like this.
I wonder
Wow,
if
oh
it'll
my
affect our college
God.
entrance.
That's probably a normal reaction for now, but they'll see soon enough. If we can take care of 2 or 3 famous guys, people will have to believe we exist.
So about those big shots, we don't have any leads yet, right? Plus, there's that rumor about you two threatening Kamoshida, too.
There's some truth
Looks like
in
you
that
just have to
rumor.
live a normal, honest school life for the time being. Still, make sure you stay prepared just in case anything comes up, alright?
I'll be a good little boy who
I'll
eats
keep an
all
eye
my
out for info on
vegetables.
any big shots that might be coming around.
And I'll try to dig up some dirt online.
We went and formed the Phantom Thieves group, but we can't even find a target.
There.
I guess sometimes things just don't go the way we want them to.
Excuse me. Did you wish to see me,
She's
Principal
important.
Kobarakawa?
You saw the state Kamoshida-kun was in, didn't you? It's as if his personality has completely changed. Something is definitely wrong here.
I'm not sure I follow.
Look at her facial details, her haircut, her eye color in particular. Who do they remind you of?
From what I've heard, it appears as though some students were meddling in his business. If they did something to him, who could they be?
Are you saying that these students may have caused Mr. Kamoshida to change?
That is what I wish to know, even if it takes some probing into student matters. I would like you to look into this for me.
It is true that there are many rumors regarding Mr. Kamoshida, but do you mean all of this talk about those Phantom Thieves?
It is undeniable that Mr. Kamoshida has changed in some way. I'd like to have a grasp of the cause. This shall also ensure that I handle the mass media and police in the correct fashion.
Oh,
I will continue speaking to Mr. Kamoshida myself. Unless you find whomever did this, these irresponsible rumors will likely never die down. Don't you agree? You have been at the top of your class since day one. Your conduct is good, and teachers favor you. I could write you a recommendation for any college of your choosing, Makoto Nijima.
thank you.
Your
Well, they
lineage
just
must certainly
said
play
it
a
right
part
there.
in this excellence. Your sister is still young, yet she holds an admirable position at the public prosecutor's office.
And there's what I was getting at.
If something disappointing were to happen here, that wouldn't reflect very well on your sister. Do you understand?
Yes.
How wise. It's no wonder you're our student council president. I'd appreciate if you'd look into this as soon as possible. I ask that you begin at once.
Yes. If you'll excuse me then.
It's me, sir. My apologies for troubling you at such a busy time. Yes, it's about the matter we discussed earlier. I have all bases covered. The investigation will begin immediately. Of course. Yes, I will get results. I should be able to update you soon. Well then, I must be going. Thank you very much for your time.
There's Brickface. The police are really here. I saw them at the entrance. I saw them too. They were talking to the teachers. That change of heart thing's seriously amazing, huh? I hope they don't find out we're responsible. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. There's no proof. We don't need to worry. Yeah. Can we please get back to class before I get pegged in the head? I feel murderous intent. Hit him right in the forehead.
Pay attention!
That's what you get for daydreaming. Yeah, get your proficiency up, go to the batting cages, work on your thief tools.
Hey, have you seen that Phantom Aficionado website?
I've heard of it.
I'm the one who started it.
Yeah, I kind of put two and two together.
You guys are the Phantom Thieves, aren't you?
You give me some space.
Sorry. Although, if things really are as I think, I should keep it a secret.
Yeah, please do.
Kamoshida used me, and I did some horrible things to you guys. This isn't much of a way for me to apologize for it. But if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
That's great, but how did you even find out?
Glad to hear that.
It's not just Kamoshida. There are tons of evil adults out there.
Why specifically adults? There's plenty of evil children as well.
But I'm sure the Phantom Thieves will do something. They can't let this end after just one target. That's why I wanted to make a forum where people could post their problems. There are probably a lot of people who have high hopes for the Phantom Thieves' next move. So, I've also implemented an anonymous poll on the site. Do you believe in the Phantom Thieves or not?
I want to work on this forum so eventually it'll be packed with tons of supportive posts.
I'd really like to help out in the Phantom Thieves' acts of justice. Can I, please?
Do what you want to do, man. Just keep it to yourself.
I will.
And I have formed a contract. And yes, you can spend time with Mishima. Like I was saying earlier, Mishima is voiced by the same voice actor for Dust and Rivale, as well as Reen Schwarzer, Sean
Besides the
Chiplock.
public's reaction to your group, there were others who supported you. Someone who enthusiastically cheered the Phantom Thieves on. Perhaps they were quite close. What do you have to say to that?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the moon persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
The moon allows backup members to earn experience points. Yep, this is amazing, by the way. So, make a long story short, you're getting more party members.
All right.
See you. We heard all that. Jeez. It was a little awkward trying to figure out when to walk over here.
So that forum is Mishima-kun's.
Has he figured out our identities?
Yes.
So, I think it'll be fine. He seemed to be playing it cool.
I guess we should have a little chat about this later.
I will say, though, a forum where people can post problems may prove unexpectedly useful.
Anyways, we gotta get looking for a new target.
And we need to stay sharp until we manage to find one. Once we do, we'll have to head into another palace. So we should prep our equipment and...
Wait! Oh, crap!
What's with you?
Don't we have an exam coming up?
Judging by that reaction, I'd assume you're going to struggle this time, too.
It's not like you're any better. All you're good at is English.
I'd rather that than be bad at every subject.
Even your Japanese is questionable at best, Ryuji.
We're all.
What's questionable is
This
whether
is
you're really even human.
It's really funny considering all this is
Good
in
comeback,
English. Not a bad one.
This with our fists.
Bring it.
Will you two stop it?
Okay.
Yeah. I recommend you study. So let's go to the library. I'm sorry for what I said. I judged a book by its cover. I failed as a librarian's assistant. Okay. Yeah, I was doing that anyway.
What would you like? Thank you. What would you like?
I'd like to borrow a book. The Pirate Legend.
Here.
And that'll help build some guts. Ryuji wants to hang out, but I'm going to study to try and get my friggin' knowledge up.
Hey! Did you notice?
What? You know the pencil lead that broke off earlier? I just noticed it's been sitting on my nose this whole time. Okay.
Yep.
And when there's not people talking about me, I can actually gain some more knowledge
Wanna
than
head
just
back?
guts.
That's the key to this place. You get to lock up from now on. I can't keep waiting for you to come home. Don't start any fires, okay?
I can now leave Yogun Jaya at night.
Hey!
My guts are not high enough for that, so I'm going to read The Pirate Legend. After finishing tidying the heart.
Make sure you close up.
To increase my proficiency. And now this is going to be in your little window thing. If I can get a seat on the train. Yeah, just more about friggin' Kamoshida. If you can get a seat on the train, which is random by the way, you can read.
Yep.
We've got our exams starting on Wednesday. Don't tell me you
Open
forgot.
your textbooks.
Anyway, we'll be talking about the tale of the bamboo cutter. Most theorize it's the oldest story in Japan. For some reason, it's the oldest science fiction story in the world. Interesting. But if you ask me, it's the oldest story in Japan about a terrible woman. I mean, Princess Kagayua gives her suitors absurd tasks, demands fancy gifts, then runs off to the moon. Some men lose their fortunes, some are humiliated, and some even get serious wounds or go blind. Women like Princess Kagayua actually show up in a lot of stories around the world. Now then, Serf-kun,
Do you know the answer?
you've probably heard that a woman who uses her wiles is femme fatale. A fatal woman.
This is it.
Exactly.
The witch Morgan Le Fay from Arthurian legend, Queen Solomon from the Bible, the seductive dancer of the opera Carmen. Would Joan of Arc qualify for that role? I don't think so. Can't think of her name. She was the best sharpshooter in Texas. Annie Oakley. She could fill a card with playing card full of holes when you threw it in the air, and she could split one on the edge.
Nice going!
That one's a little on the easy side.
None of these posts are any good. Everyone's just bitching about their parents or their boyfriends.
Sounds like high school.
There ain't even a hint about a new palace.
We can't get everything online.
I'm gonna grab another
With a
drink.
name and location is asking a lot.
Guess we just gotta find one ourselves then.
Are you seriously
little
suggesting we
fridge
look for a
in the
target that
room
even the
here.
police have overlooked?
Yeah, you're right. We should probably just hold off till exams are done with, huh? We can wait and see for a little longer, then worry about coming up empty-handed if it happens.
Oh,
This place is off limits, you know.
I don't care, you
We'll
know.
get out of here once we're done chatting. Anyways, what's Miss Council President want with us?
The troublemaker, the center of gossip, and the infamous transfer student. Interesting combination.
great way to start a conversation.
By the way, it seems as though you got to know Mr. Kamoshida pretty well.
Who was he again?
Are you playing dumb with me?
It just goes to show how little interaction he had with him.
I heard Mr. Kamoshida used a volleyball team member to spread details of your past record. Don't you hate him? Mr. Kamoshida, I mean.
I don't typically care for him.
What's all this about? My friend here's an upstanding guy.
I
don't
am
mean
literally
to offend.
upstanding.
Many students have been shaken up by what happened with Mr. Kamoshida. The rumors about that odd calling card-esque posting aren't going away either.
I didn't expect someone like you would care about that tactless stuff, Nijima-senpai.
I don't know that it was tactless. Anyways, we done here? We can't leave if you keep talking to us.
At least try to understand my position. Being forced to deal with this horseplay.
Horseplay?
Ah yes, by the way. It's been decided that this place will be closed off due to the incident. I heard some people are coming up here without permission, after all. I'm sorry to have interrupted you.
What was that about?
She's onto us. That girl seems rather sharp. We should be cautious of her.
She really pisses me off.
Let's be careful. She's a party member, by the way, and a
Pain
fan
in the
favorite.
ass.
And is a fan
That
favorite
reminds me,
waifu.
study hard. Especially you, Ryuji. There are bound to be traps that will need to be solved with brains. Keep in mind that everything you do in your daily lives has an impact on your abilities.
True. Studying won't be so bad if we just think of it as helping us prepare to be phantom thieves.
I guess you got a point. But man, it's just so lame. I was all fired up about helping people, not about studying.
Well, I do have somewhere interesting to show you beforehand. You guys did originally promise to help me out with my mission after all.
Huh? Mission?
Follow me.
What are you bringing us here for?
Just do as I told you.
Alright, I've got the Phantom Aficionado website up. Now what?
Look for a post with a full name in it.
I already said there's no info on any big shots, don't you remember? But man, people actually go put someone's real name on here. That's some scary shit.
You won't listen to what I say. No, wait. There's no name on this one.
Someone's bad-mouthing me in online chat rooms. This one's got a name.
Ignore those. Aren't there any posts about more serious trouble?
I don't know what to do about my ex who's stalking me. His name is Natsuhiko Nakanohara. It says he's a teller at City Hall.
A government worker stalking someone?
That should be a suitable target. Alright. Now get the meta-nav ready.
We're just gonna jump right into a palace? Fine by me.
Hey! What happened to all that talk of unanimous decision? What do you think we should do?
We need to do this.
That's what I'm talking about!
Okay then, let's go.
We need a name and a place, right? So the name is...
Actually, we don't need a location this time. Just enter exactly what I say. The key word is... Mementos.
Huh? What are you trying to pull?
Just listen to me. It should work. I think.
Ah, jeez. That again? Mementos, was it?
Candidate found.
We got a hit?
Just as I thought.
Everyone disappeared. It kind of feels like I'm walking on air.
Is this that Nakanohara guy's palace?
That's half right, but half wrong. This is a type of palace, but it's different from the normal ones. Come on, let's head down. The shadows here lurk underground. I don't quite understand why. It may be because they're drawn to something.
Underground? How are we going to get there?
How? You use it every day on your way to school. Follow me.
Wait up, Cat! The hell is this place? Wait, our clothes changed?
The shadows know we're here?
Since the moment we stepped in,
You should have told us!
we're still safe right here. I've come to investigate a number of times. Shadows never come up to this floor, but it's a different story once you go down. This place is simply teeming with them.
More importantly,
Great
what
place
is
to
this
grind.
Mementos? It's about time you start explaining.
Mementos is everyone's palace.
Huh? What do you mean, everyone's?
A palace as grand as the previous castle only forms when a person's wishes are extremely distorted. So instead of many individual palaces, the general public has one gigantic shared palace. That's where we are now. Mementos.
Now that you mention it, this place feels a bit different from Kamoshida's palace.
When you say shared, you mean they're all put together? Even though they're
Kinda.
just strangers?
Think of it as the collective unconscious. No, never mind. You wouldn't understand that.
So what you're saying is, using this place, we can even change the hearts of people who don't have a palace?
Bingo.
The steps to do so are slightly different, though.
But this place looks pretty huge. Are we gonna be able to get around just by walking?
It seems the time has finally come. Morgana! Transform!
This game is weird.
Come now, Panther. Ladies first.
A car?
No way!
Way.
This comes from the way cognition materializes in the metaverse. Plus a bit of extra training. It's not dissimilar to how you guys transform.
You turning into a car is totally different than our clothes changing.
For some reason, cats turning into buses is an extremely widespread cognition among the general public.
That is an anime reference. That is a reference to My Neighbor Totoro.
Why a bus, though?
No idea.
Again, My Neighbor Totoro.
Why didn't you do this at the castle?
I would have if I could, but that castle was cramped. There were tons of stairs, and no way this fits on top of a chandelier.
Good point.
Hey, Skull! Ladies first!
Hey, stop pulling me! No, that's dangerous!
Panther, please be gentle!
All aboard! Let's go!
Why are you all just sitting back there? I'm a car, remember? I'm not going anywhere unless someone drives me.
You can't drive yourself?
Do you know how to drive?
Time to bust out my moves.
Safety first, okay?
Buckle up,
You better
Buttercup.
not smash up my beautiful face. You hear me?
All right then, we'll leave the driving to you.
Now start the engine. You can't drive if it's not running.
I know how a car
Jeez, what a
works.
pain. Where's the key to this thing?
Why would you need a key? There's a switch just down next to the steering wheel. That tickles. Lower, lower. Oh, there. That feels so good.
I'm uncomfortable.
Is that Burin I hear? Oh, what a creepy-ass car!
Don't underestimate my meowdery engine. We're going full throttle.
Meowdery.
It's time to fly.
Just in case you need to know that Morgana is a child. This is Mementos. Mementos is a strange place. And the music gets kind of old.
And again.
It's a bit linear.
We've been discovered.
And you have lots of shadows. Resist physical. Seems like it's weak to fire. Yes, it is.
So dance, Carmen. Let's see that again.
You're gonna want to go into Mementos to make progress throughout your story. Trust me on that. You want to make progress in Mementos. You're timid, so let's not be a jackass. Lend me your power.
Just look at it. Try calming its nerves.
Well, that same goes for me.
What?
Since ancient times, humans feared and respected gods and spirits. So why me in this situation right now? Why me at your mercy? Because humans are... That's a difficult topic. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Gave me a revival bead, so I'll take what I can get.
Let's pull back for now.
And you'll notice this screen is also different.
Okay.
You can't be especially stealthy in this place, no smooth moves or anything like that. But you can fuck them up.
Wow, that shadow was crazy. Persona! Zoro, show your might! We have him! Boom time! I'm the best! We're done here. Let's go! A spectacular victory!
Okay.
That's all it takes for me.
You can also find lots of treasures and items in here, so it's worth your time just for that. And for grinding. That's the location you're going to.
Now's our chance to strike! Go! It's almost scary how good I am. Take my turn! Got it! Get back from the baton pass! Persona! Watch him out! You're so gorgeous, Panther. Finish her!
okay?
They were nothing.
Bust the doors open and you can go further down. I'm not quite ready to go further down yet. However, you don't want to linger on one floor of Mementos, because an enemy known as the Reaper will show up and he will fuck up your shit. And here's what you're looking for. A den.
Whoa!
Let's do it.
Hmm?
Who are you?
Are you that stalker? Haven't you ever stopped to consider how your ex feels?
She's my property. I can do whatever I want with her. It's not like she didn't treat me like a plaything. What's wrong with me doing the same?
Okay, you're a lover
You
scorn.
can't treat someone like shit just because they did it to you. What a load of crap.
And if she was
We're
treating
gonna
you
change
like
the hearts
shit,
of all
why
the
do you
bastards
still
like
want
you.
her? Honestly, if she's treating you like filth, then maybe that's the sign that you're in a toxic relationship.
There are millions of people far worse than me.
True.
What about Madarame? He stole everything from me, but you're letting him off the hook?
Yeah, you want to take note of that.
Rame, what the hell's this guy going on about?
You're gonna want to take note of that name. Yeah, the shadow people in Mementos will take the form of a monster, not...
Too late to back out.
So if you know this monster's weakness, you can make pretty good use of it. Oh!
Joker's dizzy. His accuracy's going to be worse now.
Ready when you are. Persona! Go!
Persona! There.
Nice going, Strong. Finish him!
And that's basically what you want to do. You want to fuck them right up.
Yeah, nice one, Panther. Persona. Hey!
Persona! Go down!
Persona! Cut you up!
Persona!
No, Skull. You're pathetic.
Shit!
Persona!
Persona! There!
Burn, baby. And he's down. Leveled the cross for the most part.
Check out this new
Headbutt.
Now I'm even more
That's
charming.
really good, by the way. This is why I'm saying Morgana's best healer.
I got a new power!
That's pretty good.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I couldn't stop obsessing. Not after this person I trusted used me and then disposed of me.
Who?
Hold on. Are you talking about that guy you mentioned earlier? Madarame?
I was afraid of being thrown away again, like some worthless thing.
So some selfish bastard was making you suffer too. Still, you shouldn't have dragged an unrelated woman into your mess.
Yes, I know that now. I'll put an end to my love for her. Hey, you can change people's hearts, right? In that case, won't you change Madarame's heart? before more people fall victim to him?
Change Madarame's heart?
What's that shining thing?
Treasure.
It's the bud of a treasure. Had we left it be, it very well may have blossomed into a palace. Joker, this will make a perfect reward.
An attachment pearl. Request completed. You can have requests in Mementos.
So Nakanohara had a change of heart, right?
Most
Yes.
likely.
But how are we supposed to know if we succeeded?
Well, the lady posted the dude's name online. If he really does change, she'll probably comment again.
You do have a point.
Either way, training against shadows down here is the best. It's great prep for our next target.
Actually,
It's
it is.
also nice to be able to give courage to the people who post their problems online.
On top of that, we can sell whatever treasure we get for some cold hard cash.
Well, sounds like things are going pretty great for us. All right, we did it.
Hold on. There's somewhere I want to show you guys before we leave.
What, there's more?
Yep.
Don't worry, it won't take long.
Well, it's going to be for next episode, by the way.
Well then.
I'm going to end this one here. Thank you all for watching. Join me next time on Persona 5 as I do more stuff in Mementos. Like I said, do this as quick as you can. Trust me. I'm the Dark Seraph, signing off.